Going pretty well so far on that scale. Well, let's get down to the stage and get the final session of this Players' Championship Finals underway with your MC, John McDonald.
Hello and a very warm welcome. You've joined us live from Butlins, Minehead, and the semi-final stages of the Mr. Greensport Players' Championship Finals. That's all brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. Welcome our viewers joining us on ITV, and ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we do welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world. It's time to meet the semi-finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, into his first televised semi-final, a winner of a PDC ranking event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's let loose the ferret, Johnny Clayton! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is, the European Championship finalist and the winner of 4 PDC ranking events. It's 40, Rob Cross!
The semi-finals are the best of 21 now, so it's the first to 11 who will advance to the final. Will it be a second TV final in a month for Rob Cross, or perhaps a first ever for Johnny Clayton? Chris Mason and John Rawling will commentate on this one for us.
Well, we will see, won't we, Chris? I mean, Rob really has had a very exciting season indeed, but Johnny, particularly in recent weeks, it has been a rapid progression.
The guy look a little bit more intelligent, what do you think?
Very good glasses.
No? Yeah, it's been a meteoric rise, hasn't it, to the top, and can't see it ending anytime soon.
We will see the way it's going to shape up. There is Johnny Clayton, the Welshman. He's a Welsh speaker. He said he was going to go and ring his wife and his 2 kids, and I said, which language do you actually speak when you call home? He said, I speak in Welsh.
Wow.
Absolute rugby nut.
North Wales, isn't it, they speak?
Well, no, he lives down near Llanelli.
Oh, right.
Between Llanelli and Carmarthen. There's Rob Cross from Hastings. No problem as to what language he's going to adopt when he rings home. And Johnny was a very good rugby player. That's where his ferret nickname comes from. Right. And his hero, his sporting hero, is Johnny Wilkinson.
Not bad.
First leg up to throw first.
Thought he might have found the Welshman.
Game on.
Jonathan Edwards, maybe.
Well, let's see how Rob fires off in this big match. He has played very impressively here through the tournament. He's averaging 98. He thinks he's capable of moving massively beyond that. He thinks he can throw regularly at 110. That's what he's aiming for.
He does in practice, and he does in the at the Pro Tour events.
First of the night.
Didn't take long.
And I'm sure the first of many.
Absolutely. Going to be a tough night for Johnny, but whatever happens, he's certainly making a name for himself. It's a semi-finals of a big tournament. Moves up the rankings. Gives him confidence going into the Worlds.
Well, he was the first to admit that he was very nervous in his quarter-final when he scraped through against Steve Beaton, and Steve Beaton really probably should have won that match. He certainly had darts to be 8-4 up, and he had many chances beyond there.
And he just went on a run, didn't he? He went from 7-4 to 8-7 up.
So 164.
7-3.
Yeah, he was poised to go 7-3.
Yeah.
And 8-4, and it never was able to move on. Johnny, a plasterer by trade before he became a full-time darter.
My former trade was a spread for 10 years. Hard graft.
Absolutely. Strong man's work, isn't it? You don't want to be arm wrestling a man who plasters for a living.
No. That's Steve Brown as well. He's a plasterer. Not a popular trade with dart players by the sounds of it.
So double 4 for the opening leg in this.
Well, that 180, it's been a quiet one.
Yep. There it is, 16 darter.
Select Johnny to throw first. Game on.
Very creative. Darts fans.
It's going to be absolutely rammed in here before too long. 5,500 people will be packed in to watch the conclusion of this weekend of darts here in Minehead.
We've also got in between the semi-finals finished, in between the final, we've got the World Youth Championships.
And a decent match that promises to be.
Absolutely, both very good. Not sure how useful they are, to be honest, but you've got to be under 24 or 23.
It's under 24, isn't it?
42.
Dimitri van den Berg, the favourites to win that junior title.
The players made some big strides. We've seen him on the last ITV event where he hit consecutive 100+ averages. So very good player.
Youth title, I should say, to give it its correct terminology.
100.
It used to be under 21, didn't it? And they extended it up to 23, kind of to cushion the
transition.
Transition, yeah, into the senior ranks.
Yeah, from that to development tour to challenge tour. Of course, we've got the JDC now with Michael Van Gerwen has now put his name to, and he's on the board.
100.
So even the kids of 8, 9, 10+ have got somewhere in a professional environment to play their darts and learn.
60.
Well, the Clayton throw is under pressure here. Cross has effectively taken the throw away, and he's going to have the first opportunity to take it out.
It's a bit of a speciality of his at the moment, isn't it? These ton-plus finishes.
Well, he is.
I think he's had around 9 or 10 in this tournament alone.
Sensational when you watch him practice, isn't he? Taking out some of the big hits. Needs another one. If he got that, it'd have been on to the bullseye.
41. Robbie requires 32.
So for 2-0. Double 4.
28.
Goes against the grain.
Struggled a wee bit, didn't he, in the closing stages of his quarter-final. Tops now for Clayton. He thought that was in, yeah.
He was walking.
65.
Got away with that then.
He blamed it on a loss of concentration.
That's hard, the long days.
Double 2 then for 2-0. Well, double trouble again.
2.
That's 1 out of 7.
Johnny required 20.
Smashes your average to bits.
15.
Well, double one now
Robbie
for Cross.
required
Already
2.
he's had 21 darts. Clayton's had 24.
No score.
And so it goes on.
Johnny, you require 5.
Just in the 3.
3.
Both on. Come on, lads, just go for the ball. Nearest the ball wins the leg.
Robbie required 2.
A pair of them have a look of slight embarrassment.
It's awful when you get involved in the leg like that. You actually just pleading for the other guy to get it, just to put an end to it.
Third leg,
Well, if we had any thoughts of
first.
big
Game on.
100+ averages in this one, I think that might have put a dent in it.
73 plays 67.
96.
Rob Cross was the betting favourite.
Big favourite.
Michael van Gerwen almost unbackable for the whole
140.
tournament. He was 4-1 on, I think I heard him was quoted.
A few weeks ago, there was a little bit of even money knocking about, but then he went into 4-5, and then he's just been more and more difficult to
140.
back, really.
Clayton needs to get a foothold in this game.
60.
Should switch down. 519s leave 170. 7 leaves 132, which is a lovely finish for these
95.
pro players.
There is the 170. Well, he does this almost for fun in practice. Let's see if he can do it on the stage.
Yeah, it's part of his practice routine. He 4 on the spin the other day.
Yeah, this is how he does it. Now the bullseye, listen to the crowd.
138.
Well, he didn't go for it.
That would have been good. The lowest finish of 2 to the highest of 170. That would have been quite something.
100.
You're a bit surprised he didn't go for it then, having thrown 2 such perfect darts at treble
Not really
20.
laying up. It's good board management.
Well, the capacity audience here wanted the crowd pleaser, but Cross gets the result he wanted, and he's 3 up.
60.
Hit the panic button yet, but needs to get a chalk on the board, does Johnny Clayton. He loses this one, he's potentially staring a 5-0 deficit. Going into the first break.
177.
Perfect visit for Cross, good as a maximum.
100.
He's taken the throw with that first visit, and now how can he build?
Still a possibility of a 9. Not now. Well done, Chris.
Yeah,
81.
I wasn't going to say a word then, and you sort of stymied the situation. That's more like it, Johnny.
190.
First 180 in the semi-final for Johnny Clayton. Might get one back. Ooh, that's unlucky.
99.
So 161 required. It's makeable.
Has to go for it.
137. Robbie
Has options.
144.
18s or 20s.
That's his normal way of approaching.
Well, he loves double 18, doesn't he?
He
So
does.
6 18s would have left 36.
132. Johnny required 24.
Just high. Good marker, though. This time, yes. Clayton into the match.
Yep. That'd be a sigh of relief. Get a chalk on the board. Didn't want to be going into that first break. Being 5-0 down.
100. $41.
Crowd still a bit subdued at this point. They'll warm up, I'm sure.
140.
Oh, yes. quite lubricated enough at the moment.
I want to see some fireworks on stage as well.
Yes. Some 180s. Big finishes.
Just the two 180s so far, one apiece. Break at the end of this leg, and Cross looks in command.
Goes to 11.
140. Rob, you require 100.
Don't tell me he's going to lay up here. 121.
Depends what he fancies.
Treble 17.
Yeah, he went for the 57. No intention ever of going for the ball anyway. So again, good ball management. He's thinking straight.
140.
And now can he finish clinically? 3 out of 13 on the doubles. He's usually better than that. Double 8. And that is the dart he wants. And a very nice first session finished off. Had that one sticky leg which ruined his averages, but otherwise throwing very nicely. Rob Cross leads Johnny Clayton at the end of the first little session by 4 legs to 1 in this race to 11. First semi-final here in Minehead of the Players' Championship finals. And Rob Cross, the favourite, has a commanding lead. He's 4-1 up against Johnny Clayton. The Welshman, Clayton, has the darts when the action resumes. But so far, Cross has looked the boss.
Oh, love it. But yeah, it's one-way traffic, isn't it, at the moment?
Flag Johnny to throw
to
Game on.
find his scoring boots. The way to start. Piling in the 180s.
100.
His second maximum, and he needs a lot more.
Very little in it, stats-wise, between the two of them in terms of ton pluses. 6 and 5 to Clayton.
That's 6. 141 required for you know what.
Here we go. Can he do it?
This had raised the roof, and he's just dragged it low.
83.
Couple of brilliant maximums though.
Yes. So it's 6 to 4 in the 140 column to Cross. 3-1 in 180s to Clayton.
Johnny, you require 58.
18 tops for an 11 darter. Beautifully done, 12 darts and first leg back.
Cross would have had to bit of 9 there to have won that leg. Make him feel a whole lot better. So will this if this goes in.
140.
Didn't like that over much, did he?
Oh. I mean, 19 180s in the tournament so far. So Clayton's 10, and prior to this match, that was only 7. 3 already.
All sorts of weird and wonderful get-ups as ever out there in the crowd.
60.
In the comms box. Playing much better now, isn't he, Clayton?
Yeah, the break's been good for him, hasn't it? Just settled him down.
Yeah, give him time to regroup. Seems to have a little bit more rhythm to his throw now. Both settling down.
100.
Well, Johnny particularly didn't do himself justice at all in that first little session, first 5 legs. Treble 17 would leave the bullseye. He's just dragged it low.
93.
Not quite at it at the moment, is he, Cross?
Not as he can be. Bullseye.
136.
Isn't a million miles away.
Robbie requires 68.
I'm going to make Cross have a deep breath. Still work to do.
16, double 16. Oh, good dart. Took his time. Not distracted by the noise from the crowd of a balloon being tossed around the arena.
Doesn't care one little bit what they do.
140.
Even after that shocking leg that they shared, Cross is averaging nearly 94.
140.
94.27. Clayton is averaging 94.28. There you go.
85.
Clayton's playing
There's the balloon.
over his tournament average of 93. And that's no more of that from a player than to go out there and perform
93.
above what you've been performing, or the levels you've been performing at in the previous games of the tournament.
Andy last dart.
121.
Well, he can't really afford to be broken on throw anymore in this match.
85.
Well, he's got 6 from 155.
The treble.
99.
Leaves 56. 16 tops when he comes back.
Cross just looking to apply a wee bit of pressure.
97.
Needed that last treble.
Yeah, sure did, just in case.
Tops then. And there it was, nicely done, 5-3.
Very tidy little leg, that.
Very much an improved darts player, isn't he, Johnny?
Yep, and getting better.
New breed of players coming through, new names in darts now, making an impact, and these are 2 of them.
Earning and learning on the job. Fabulous position to be in, that's it.
140.
Normally we see Cross, he's in a match like this, find another gear.
140.
What, like that?
Yeah. Has to put a little spurt together, a bit like MBG.
140.
Well, the anticipated final, of course, is going to be Cross versus Van Gerwen. Clayton is looking to put a spanner in those predictions.
He's had
unlucky.
deflections he's had on possible, I mean, he's at 10-140s. Some shocking deflections when trying to fill it up.
60. Robbie require 102.
102 then for 6-3. Went for the bullseye there.
62.
Would have left him on double 16.
Yeah, go in that route. If you hit the 25, that gives you that extra score to leave a double.
97.
Tops then for 6-3.
Robbie require 40.
Oh, well done.
done.
Seeing him for the first time, maybe don't know him too much. Rob is just as easygoing as a bloke as he looks up there on the stage.
Absolutely is. Very, very nice fella.
21.
Loves darts, doesn't he?
Well,
He's mad.
you get all sorts who seem to be successful, but I think a relatively phlegmatic sort of personality is surely an advantage.
Yeah.
140.
Well, you'd think so. They'd have more self-control and.
You were always very easygoing, weren't you, Chris?
100.
Yeah, when I was asleep. 180, so he's well behind on his normal quota.
That was overdue.
Yeah, well overdue. Just into the 10th leg, and he's only hit 2.
140.
Break at the end of this leg, of course.
20 now for the tournament for Cross.
41.
A poor visit.
Johnny with 140.
You'll just be thinking steady turn. Set it up, leaves tops.
100.
All the pressure now on Cross to take this out, and he's done this many a time. Treble 18, treble 18, double 16. Went that way, but
that's a brilliant rescue job after missing that first treble.
put some pressure on this, hasn't it?
Well done.
What a last start.
Well done, Johnny Clayton. He stays in touch. It was 4-1 after the first interval. Clayton narrowing the gap at the second little break. He leads, Rob Cross leads Johnny Clayton by 6 legs to 4. Welcome back to Minehead, where Johnny Clayton, the 43-year-old Welshman, has to an extent stopped the rot against Rob Cross. But what he needs to do now, it's 6-4. Cross will have the darts when the action resumes. He needs to be able to attack the throw.
Yeah, has to. Jump straight on it. There's only the one break of throw in this match.
Game on.
Both playing at a similar level, so has every chance.
60.
An instant opportunity.
Gratefully seized.
135.
Scoring. They're as heavy as we know he's capable of.
Averaging 95, Rob Cross. And as we said earlier, he's a player who, on the floor, often touches up towards the 110 mark. He is a very, very heavy scorer.
Yep, it's absolutely rakes 180s. Not today.
At least not yet.
97.
Clayton's got the throw under pressure here. He's got a chance of this break back that he so badly needs.
100.
Should have switched there. Didn't think about that. Not left to finish.
Great darts.
There's more like it.
How about that?
All the big trebles. Leaves himself 1-8.
No check out for Clayton.
Oh, he got himself to blame there, really. Should have had the opportunity to leave himself a finish and left himself a bogey.
Is Cross going to punish? Treble 20 would leave the bullseye. This for 1-8 spectacularly.
Save his throw as well. Great opportunity now for Clayton to break back, put us straight back on serve.
Double 8 is good enough. Game on.
Sure is, John.
Game on.
The averages nudging up into the high 90s, both averaging 97 and bits.
Quality. Quite at the races so far at Cross.
That's his 4th maximum.
this was going to be a bit of a toughie, but I'm sure Cross realised it was going to be quite this tough. Out of his skin now, Clayton.
He's clearly, visibly fancying the job now, isn't he? Going through a little purple patch.
Johnny, you're going 101. $69.
Cross this.
37.
He has had checkouts of this magnitude.
There you go, tops, biggest target. That way. Don't blame him.
97. Johnny, you record 32.
The first one in, you just follow the second one in. That's the beauty of that.
Double 8 for the equaliser. Double 4. It's a big dart. Oh dear.
28.
Gifted the break straight back.
Robbie record
He will
40.
be absolutely fuming.
There's the double he wanted. Only 7 out of 21 in the match so far. Clayton's checkouts have been worse, 5 out of 23, but Cross now back with the break advantage.
One leg where they both had a shocker and ended up on double one. It's remarkable they've got their averages up that high. There you go. The stats you'll see down the
60.
The dog and duck on a Wednesday night. Got a bit of Barneveld about him, hasn't he?
A little bit. Slightly younger version. Second one was a loosen one, wasn't there?
98.
Like a leg break. Staying to watch the end of the cricket tonight, Chris.
Yes, I will.
Shouldn't take too long, I don't think.
I will definitely have a gander. Obviously had to switch on this visit because 140 would only need 163, no finish, but
100.
Nothing between them in scoring power. Cross with the one vital break advantage.
the only real stat that matters for Clayton in front really is the 180s, 4-2.
140.
Well, that was going to be 5.
Robbie recall 161.
So with the throw, 161. Treble 20 first time. Oh, he's gone treble 18.
54-57 ball, I presume, was his idea. Oh,
He does
huge.
like the 18s, doesn't he? It's his favourite favourite double, favourite number. That's missed the treble 19.
39.
Oh, hello, it's the Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Robbie recall 100.
Still a great chance to break back though for Clayton. He'll finish now for a cross, so if he takes his 62 out, that'll be 3 consecutive
92.
breaks of throw.
Johnny requires
More importantly, he'll be putting the match back on serve.
Treble 6.
44 left. 12 double 16.
He's done it.
13 flags, Johnny Clayton.
Kept his composure with the
14
first
flags,
start, a bit of a
Johnny,
flyer.
you throw first. Game on.
The big moment in the match.
100.
Upset is still a very real possibility.
Sure
Johnny
is.
Clayton absolutely in touch here. And Cross just misfiring a touch.
Yes, he has
41.
been inconsistent the whole game, really. He's threatened to really turn it on, but he's failed to do so.
97.
Somewhere around the 60, 20 ton-plus scores.
There is another break on their way towards the closing stages of this match.
96.
Comes after 15 legs, so one more after this one.
100.
Wonder who the break will suit the most. suppose it depends who wins the last leg. Needs to fill it.
It's his third maximum. He's got steadily more animated as the weekend's worn on, hasn't he? He's been a policeman, he's been Freddie Mercury.
Adamant there, isn't he?
I think so, yeah. Prince Charming or a dandy highwayman, I'm not too sure.
96. Johnny, you require 64.
Are you going to start reciting the song?
Certainly not going to start singing. Perish the thought. Right,
48.
cross.
Rob, you require
88 now wanted for the break of throw. 2018 Bull if he doesn't hit a treble, but he has, so double 14.
To restore that break of throw. Double 7.
74. Johnny, you require
It's
60.
not there for him at the moment, is it? Neither of them are doing too well on the doubles. Double 8. Double 4. Well done.
Johnny Clayton.
Right, here we go then, where we started, and now it's a best of 7. First to 11.
Break at the end of this leg. They're all important, but this, you sense, a little bit more important than some of the others.
Absolutely.
Steady ton.
Control.
Quite a lot of Welsh fans cheering on Clayton. Oh, there's some of them. Not hiding their allegiance, are they?
Lovely part of the world. Spend a fair bit of time up there doing exhibitions. Absolutely love it.
There's never been a Welsh winner of a PDC major.
No, there's a few's come close. Richie Burnett, Mark Webster.
I wonder what 180 is in Welsh. No doubt we'll find out at some stage. Probably should have researched that, shouldn't I?
One of our MCs, Hugh Ware, he's Welsh, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Find out off him. Needs another one to leave a finish.
100.
So 142 then, he's 6 darts from here.
Oh, just the wrong side. Just needs to set it up because a big score from Clayton and he goes favourite. Especially the way Cross is finishing at the moment, just 7 from 23.
Well, that's not quite what he'd hoped for, but 96 is makeable. Cross still the favourite though. First attempt. Double 14.
Bit of Mensor.
Couldn't get it in the last leg, but he gets it this time around. And a little bit of a shake of the head. He can't quite understand why it's not quite working for him tonight. But he's ahead. It's still with the throw though. Clayton will have the darts when they come back, and it's still anybody's match. Rob Cross leading Johnny Clayton 8 legs to 7 in the race for a place in the final. Rob Cross leading 8-7. Johnny Clayton needs some big numbers. We did ask what 180 was.
I think my old
in
mate
Welsh.
Michael Leckie sent us the answer.
Well, apologies if the pronunciation isn't quite spot on, but I'm told Cant with Deg.
Sounds spot
180.
On. Yeah.
16th leg, Johnny.
I'll let Russ Bray know that one. It'd sound quite good bellowing that one.
100.
George Noble would be similarly impressive. Good set of lads, our refs, aren't they?
Ah, brilliant. Absolutely great fun. Still one of the funniest things I've seen. The Dan Dawson sketch with Paul Hinks.
140.
George Noble's a Millwall fan.
I know, that's unfortunate.
But he's one of those who we do like and we do care.
Poor fella.
We'll taste a bit of Sheffield United action in the next week or two. Might take the smile off his face. On the board though, Rob Cross leading 8-7.
60.
It has not really ignited this match, and the fact that the crowd are not as passionately into it as is sometimes the case probably reflects that.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm going to make it my life's mission to learn 180 in all the languages of every player that's not British on the top 32 order of merit. I'm going to. Where's Mensah from? Is he?
He's Serbian, isn't he?
Serbian. So I'm going to find that one out. The Dutch one. You know the Welsh one now, so.
Bullseye.
Has to go for it.
96.
Well, Clayton with Shanghai then. Treble, single, double. There's the treble. Oh, it's on now. It's 8-all. On the betting exchanges, Rob Cross was being quoted at 6-1 on at the last break, and it may well be that this is going to go all the way to the deciding leg. First to 11, remember, to take a place in the final.
Yeah, Clayton was a 4-1 dog. Doesn't look like that now, does he?
81.
He'll grow massively from the experience that he's taking away from these championships, whatever the outcome of this particular match.
Sure will.
57.
He's taken more legs out of Cross than most have in recent months.
Crowd have taken it to heart. They are standing up because they do love the darts.
Listen to that.
There's a chance of a break here.
Under the cosh a little bit.
Then we will see whether Johnny Clayton struggles with nerves again. How much is he going to be affected as the winning line comes closer?
$95.
A little bit unlucky, just grazed that second dart as it was deflected into the treble 5.
140.
Well, his favourite now, Rob Cross. He might not make him cross, but he's certainly capable of making him a little bit disappointed. Perplexed, I think, at the moment, because he can't quite find his A game.
60.
Tops for the break. Yes. Well, now Johnny Clayton believes, and the Welsh fans are making some noise now.
80 flag, Johnny to throw first.
Just 2 legs away now. 2 holes to throw for a place in the final against Justin Pipe and Michael Van Gerwen.
97.
Rob Cross has gained admiring looks from throughout the game for his form throughout this season.
100.
How he needs to find his very best now.
$81.
I think he's too meticulous and too professional to have been looking past Johnny Clayton, surely.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
140.
Been beaten 4 times by Michael Van Gerwen in the last month, Rob Cross.
87.
Cross is in a decent position to try and force an immediate break back. Needs the treble, though.
60.
Just not happening for him. Apart from MVG, this is the first time we've really seen him being examined.
It's interesting that head-to-head, these two stand at 3-3. It's a second TV match Cross won that one 6-1 in the World Series of Darts in the first round, but nothing between them in career record.
Well, you can see why in this match.
Well, he's on Shanghai, and Clayton with no checkout, so Cross will have first dip, whatever Clayton does here. That's brilliant.
140. Rob, you require 120.
It's a must-take, Chris.
Oh, he is. Highest checkout of the match is 120, which we've seen Clayton
88.
take out, but that's nowhere near it.
He can punish him. Double 18 for 10-8. There it is. He only needs one more.
19 player
Player that we're all familiar with, young Matty Dennett, unfortunately won't be at the World Championship qualifiers, which take place tomorrow. Been pushed into hospital for a kidney stone, so get well soon, pal. That's taking place tomorrow, Milton Keynes, 12 o'clock.
140.
He's looking confident now, looking as though he feels the hard work has been done.
Dragging them and just doesn't look his normal comfortable self.
Only 3 180s. You'd have expected him to be at least double that.
Especially as we're into the into the 19th leg. Yeah, he's not had his scoring boots on tonight.
Perhaps he's going to find them now.
Has to go.
135.
Just by the width of a wire.
Relentless.
140.
He's on a finish, but Cross has first attempt. Not to be.
That's another massive part of his game, the big finishes, isn't it? That's not been happening tonight either.
161.
For the match.
Good darts.
What a way to win it.
Oh.
Pressure on the 57 to stay in it.
Rob, you require 57.
Tops, composure needed, steadies himself, focuses.
37.
And misses out.
Johnny,
Not quite been there
24.
tonight, and now Clayton, double 12 for the match. Oh, he's missed it.
Rob, you require 20.
A sigh of relief for the Cross fans and just disappointment for Clayton fans. Not convinced. No.
15.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Johnny, you
They're
require
ending the match how they
12.
started it.
Yeah, got numerous
Double
doubles
trouble.
in the second leg. Clayton again then, double 6. This time he gets it. He can hardly believe it. Never been past the second round in a major before, and now he's beaten Rob Cross, one of the players of the year. The Welshman, Johnny Clayton, is into the final, where he will face either Justin Pipe, the local hero from Taunton, or the defending champion and world #1, Michael van Gerwen. What a splendid win for Clayton, 11-8.
Well, what a result for Welshman Johnny Clayton. He's knocked out the rising star Rob Cross to reach his first major TV final, having never even reached a TV quarter-final before this weekend. And it puts him into the World 32 for the first time in his career, and he gets a placement from him. He averaged 95 this evening, had 49 scores of 100 or more in the match, 4 180s, 32% on the doubles, and is the biggest payday of his career. He's now guaranteed a minimum of £40,000, and if he can go one better tonight, then he'll get 100,000. But he's probably not thinking about that right now. Let's find out what he is thinking with Ned.
Well, indeed, Jackie. I mean, it's one of the privileges of doing this job that you get to stand alongside people who've just trodden where they never thought they would be treading, and that's pretty much the case, isn't it? This is totally uncharted territory for you now, Johnny.
Oh, it is. Do you know what I mean? It's my first final, you know, on TV. You know, my pep talk with the kids earlier on from Fionn and my son Llŷr, it was like, you've got to hit more 180s and you've got to hit more balls. I don't know if I've done either, but I tried. So,
and it's a school night, and they're quite young kids still, so they're going to be allowed to stay up and watch the final?
Well, I think so. I don't think Ellen, my wife, was going to have much choice in saying this matter. Like, you know, they're going to be bouncing about, so yeah, I think they'll be up.
Johnny, that was immense. You had to dig very deep. You know, Rob Cross is one of the form players, bar none, and he got a good head start on you as well.
Oh, he did. To be fair to Cross, Rob. Rob, and you know, that first session, I thought, oh please, this could be embarrassing. But I stuck in, and you know, I've come out on top.
And now, for the first time in your career, you're going to have to go through this process of decompressing and then slowly building it up again to face whichever finalist comes your way. How are you going to manage that?
I don't know. I've never been here before, so I'm just going to scratch my head and think, right, what do I do next? You know, so yeah. Let's see what comes. You boys play this game for the love of the game, but you also play to make a living. Does it mean something that I tell you, you've just earned yourself 40 grand and you've got a chance of earning more than double that? That's a huge sum of money. Well, I've doubled my works wage, so yeah, that means brilliant. You know, darts at the moment is absolutely phenomenal. You know, you can make a serious amount of money, and you know, we all chase it. So yeah, this could change my life. Johnny, you're living the dream, and you've got one more match to come. Well done, sir. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Oh, well done, Johnny Clayton. What a performance from him. The best month of his career continues, and he will meet either Michael van Gerwen or Justin Pipe in the final in just over an hour's time. Justin's made a habit of winning marathon matches this weekend. How far can he take the favourite, MVG?